Yeah, whenever you know what I'm saying?
You be on Twitch and shit?
Hell no.
Me neither, but I be seeing a lot of people doing that shit.
Yeah, no, that shit, that shit the new shit. I was just talking about that, like, I was telling my homie, like, shit, like, TikTok and shit, like back then when we was on MySpace, that shit was low key teaching motherfuckers like code and this shit, like that shit was like, you know what I'm saying? Now TikTok, that
building the page,
like we was doing that shit, but we ain't even know what the fuck we was doing.
I didn't even think about it like that.
But look, now TikTok, now that's teaching them to be like the new video editors and all that shit. Like they really raw as hell at that shit. Like,
for real.
Hell yeah. Like, so that shit cool too though. Like, I'm definitely want to tap in on all that.
I'm just not learning transitions on that shit.
Right, see, that's some real cameraman on bro. Like, that shit. Yeah, like
but
that's getting them right though.
I've never thought about that because we used to be on MySpace putting that shit together. Music
wallpaper,
right here, the wallpaper right here, using different codes here and there.
Yeah,
like,
used to be learning that shit though.
For real.
Yeah, that shit hard. But hell yeah.
Good in the city, I got all my people with me. See the suckers in the city, gotta put them for the air. Yeah, we good in the city, I got all my people with me. See the suckers in the city, we gotta put them for the air. Hey, got me have a seat, got a 20 here. This what training top is me. We got a vibe you can't deny. We too hot like it's July. Got you feeling like that girl. Got you feeling like that guy. Yeah, we good in the city. I got all my people with me. See the suckers in the city. Gotta put them for the air.
What's up?
Appreciate you for making it up. Yeah, man. We had already.
Nice to meet you.
I already started the episode, but finna hop right in with you.
Yeah.
Appreciate you for making it out, bro.
Man, I ain't know it was this far from the city. I ain't gonna lie.
Oh yeah. Where you coming from, bro?
Shit, you know the city.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
for sure, man.
How y'all doing? Good?
We good. We good.
On the south side.
How you doing?
I'm decent, chilling.
For sure, man. Yeah,
what a camera?
Camera right ahead, straight ahead.
Alright.
Yeah, man. Traffic be crazy out here in Atlanta, man.
Show that.
We were just talking about, we know what be crazy. The traffic or the weather, bro.
Man, I
we
take
still
the weather.
can figure that.
Take the weather.
I take the weather. You always put clothes on and take them off. You feel me? That traffic, that shit. You know.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
Well, that traffic is a beast, and it seems like Southside traffic got their own traffic. It's like downtown traffic is its own traffic.
Yeah.
You gotta, once you survive that, you got to deal with the traffic on the south side if you have to come this way.
For sure.
Yeah, man. We got that boy Ropa Ricch with us. Just came and joined us.
You dig?
You know what I mean? With that Ricchezza brand.
You already know.
You know what I mean, man? I appreciate you for coming in.
Show
bro.
that. You know I'm pulling up.
For sure, man. Shit, I know you originally from Chicago and shit.
Hell yeah. Chicago. You know what I'm saying?
Do me a favor and tell our audience a little bit of your backstory a little bit so they can get to know you a little bit.
For sure. So, you know what I'm saying? Growing up Chicago, South Side. I kind of grew up West Side and South Side. I had family, you know what I'm saying, on the West Side. Then we moved out south and shit like that. So, shit, out south, I kind of like, you know what I'm saying, just took a heed to like clothes and shit. You know, my family out west, like they in, you know what I'm saying, in trenches and shit. So they putting on the pellies and all that. So I'm really just, you know what I'm saying, looking to see what they putting on, like, you know what I'm saying, just seeing, just as a youngin'. So they coming back with all that. I'm still young though, so I'm really just, you know what I'm saying, building my shit. Like, you know, they giving me their clothes. I'm going back out south. They like, damn, you fresh as hell. So I'm just taking all that in. And I start, you know what I'm saying, curating my own little style, like different from what everybody else is wearing. Start having my own little style, you know what I'm saying? People, I always been like known for like fashion. People like, you fresh, all that. So shit, I just kept, you know what I'm saying, doing what I'm doing. And then I just remember like I'd be in stores and I'd just be looking like, damn, that shit hard, but that'd be better if, you know what I'm saying, if this had this on it, or, you know what I'm saying, this was like this color was like this. So like just having that in my head, I always know I want to do something with fashion. So fast forward to like down in like 2010, this like I'm like a sophomore in high school. This one, snapbacks, you know, like snapback, that little era and shit. Like everybody wanted them bitches, like the little vintage shit. So I had found a plug. I was selling them bitches, you feel me? I was going to different little high schools and shit like that, like getting them bitches off. I had to make some money or whatever. So that was my little hustle in high school.
Yeah, I remember that era.
Yeah.
I stayed with a different snapback.
This is hard. It's hard to get to though, you know. So
yeah,
I had them. So that was my hustle and shit like that. And somebody had told me like, you should make your own brand of snapbacks. Like put your logo on it or something. Like think of a brand. So my head wasn't even like clothes. Like I ain't even, you know what I'm saying, think like as far as clothes and shit. Yeah. So my shit was just on hats. But I wound up not doing that because I'm like, I ain't finna be the hat nigga for real. Like I'm just doing this to get money, you feel me? So shit, I really just started coming up with a brand name, you feel me, just cause like whatever I was gonna do, it was gonna be in fashion anyway. So I'm like, let me just think of a name and shit like that. So I thought of the name Ricchezza, that means wealth in Italian. Then I just kind of like, you know what I'm saying, played around when it sat on it. Then I was like, fuck it, I'm just gonna just get this logo on the shirt and a hoodie, a little sweatsuit. So I was just wearing that shit myself, and then going to parties and shit like that. Like motherfuckers, like, you know, like they always look at me as like fresh as shit. So they like, damn, what's that? So I'm like, it's my shit, but I wasn't selling it though. So the more like motherfuckers seen it and shit like that, my homie Chance the Rapper, you feel me? He like, man, he like this one before he was Chance the Rapper though. Like he was Chance to us, you feel me? But this before he had really dropped his mixtape and shit like that. So I was just hearing his shit. Like we was basically building this shit together for real. Like he like, man, I'm finna drop my shit. Like I want you to do a collab for my first tape. So shit, we did it. We was like, you know what I'm saying, plotting on it. He dropped his shit. He dropped his shit and we did a collab for his mixtape 10-day. Shout out to Chance the Rapper, his shit, his 10-day anniversary, 10th, finna drop like the 3rd, I think. Okay. I was just kicking it with him in Chicago and shit, but hell yeah. So we did a collab, and then after that it was just like, alright, now this shit a brand. So in my head I'm like, alright, shit, ain't no looking back now, I gotta keep this shit going, you know what I'm saying? So shit, even after that though, I wasn't like, okay, so I sold that as a collab, like at his concert and shit. Okay. But after that, I ain't really even sell nothing until probably like 2017 till I came to the A. Because I knew I wanted my shit like on this type level, like, you know what I'm saying, like real drip. So I wasn't really trying to, you know what I'm saying, go small.
And I like this. I like this too.
Yeah, I just dropped this.
I'm fucking with that.
For sure. Appreciate that. For you need you one.
Nah, y'all
need some Tesla.
We do for real. We definitely do.
Yeah.
Like definitely do.
Let's put it together.
Like, so tell us where we can get that, you know, real quick. Where can we, you know? Ricchezzaforever.com. RICCHEZZA forever.com. For sure.
Shit, we were just talking about people who we think put that shit on. Goddamn it, we was like, everybody know Thug and Gunna put that shit on. And I know you had a situation with them too. Yeah. Well, tell us a little bit about that and how that shit happened.
For sure. So, this like, shit, it's like, I told you 2017 when I like dropped online. So like shit, it's like end of 2017, like 2018, you know, Complex kind of shit. That shit was in like LA. Like, it's like a big ass little, you know, like little festival or whatever like that. So I knew my homie, just me being consistent though, like dropping shit online, like just pictures and shit, like little content shit. His photographer, my homie Vito, I've been on Vito and shit, but he was shooting for Thug and shit, you know what I'm saying? So he hit me. He like damn, he like, you got some other shit right now on hand? I'm like, no, he like hit me when you got hella of this in. Like shit, pull up to the studio when you got this in. I'm like, I called him back like shit, I got this shit now. Yeah. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I got this shit now. He like shit. Pull up to the studio. He like, Slime, I want that shit. So this shit like this done in like at 2 in the morning. Fuck it, like you feel me? I go to the studio.
Just be that easy.
Like you just gotta stay consistent though, cause if I wasn't, you know what I'm saying, just posting, a nigga never would have even seen it to be like, huh? You know what I'm saying? So I push up to the studio, and when I'm walking in the studio and shit, I had seen Gunna. And this like 2017 before, like, you feel me? He had Drip Season out, but he had Drip Season in 1 and 2, but 3 ain't dropped. You feel me? So he still grinding this shit too. So I link with him first and shit. When I'm walking in the studio, I showed him some shit. You know what I'm saying? Had some shit for him. He was rocking with it. So shit, he you know what I'm saying? He like, this shit hard. Like shit, what the rest of that? Like I'm finna be putting this shit on. So shit, he got the shit, you know what I'm saying, did a little video. He instantly did a little video with the shit, and then I walk in the studio and shit. Well, that's what Thug and shit was recording. I was right there while he was recording that shit, and then, you know, when motherfucker, he punching in, so he stopped the shit, he looking at the shit, he just looking at it, he like, man, this shit hard. Like, this shit hard. He like, shit, like, who the fuck do this shit with you? And I'm like, me, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, me. So, he like, man, he like, shit. He like, how you get the money to do this shit? So I told him, like, shit, I be doing whatever I gotta do. Like, I'm hustling, I'm getting to it. He like, man, look, like, whatever the fuck you doing, put 1,000% in your energy in this shit. He like, this shit gonna go. He like, nigga, I'm gonna make sure this shit go. So shit, I'm like, you know, coming from Thug and shit, I'm while I'm making my shit, I'm listening to you know what I'm saying? I'm listening to his music while I'm making my shit, you know what I'm saying? So it's like shit, that shit was crazy. Like I'm just, you know what I'm saying, I was still just in the moment, like chilling though, you know? Yeah. So I dipped from the studio, I dropped the shit off, feel me? I dipped. He was working and shit, so I dipped. I went to the crib, then my homie V hit me back, he like, man, he looked at my page like, man, Thug want this shit. So I'm like, damn. So I had to cook that shit up quick as hell. So I made that shit like, then in like an hour, 2 hours, I go back to the studio, drop that shit out. Man, it was like 4, 5 in the morning. So I go back to the crib. Then next thing I know, I go to sleep. I wake up at like 11. Like motherfuckers missing me, my IG shit, my notifications blowing up and shit. I don't know what the fuck. So I look, Thug like posting my shit. Thug ain't gonna like posting my shit. So that shit was cool. Like that was a, you know what I'm saying? That was like a real little experience and shit like that. Like, you know? Yeah.
And you got Jacquees wearing your shit and all kind of
shit. Yeah. Shout out Jacquees, shout out Polo G, shout out Chance the Rapper, shout out everybody who rock with me. Doughboy. I just did a collab for Doughboy, his O'Reilly album. Y'all check that shit out too. That shit hard. Shit. Everybody who rock with me, you know what I'm saying? I rock with y'all. Shout out all y'all.
We gotta get
athletes and all.
Yeah, for sure. We gotta get us some of that drip too, man.
For sure.
Got to.
For sure that.
That shit hard.
Who some other like celebrities and athletes you like to see rocking your shit?
I ain't gonna lie, like shit, I fuck with like I be tapped into people I be listening to really, like, you feel me? I fuck with Baby, you feel me? Like Lil Baby, shit like that, like athlete shit. I fuck with Ja Morant, you know what I'm saying? Shout out my boy Kiefer Sykes though. He for the Pacers, he play for any other place, he be putting that shit on. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Shout out him for sure. He from Chicago too. So yeah, I'm just, you know, trying to network, bro. Trying to, you know, make this shit bigger than life.
Yeah, music and fashion definitely goes.
Shit, everything in fashion.
Yeah,
I don't give a fuck what you do. You got to put on clothes.
Gotta put that shit on.
For sure that.
Shit, being from Chicago, was you affected anybody by that whole drill thing? How you feel about that shit?
Shit, hell yeah, I was affected by it, cause you looking like shit. Everybody like shit, motherfuckers down for real, like shit. Yeah, that shit was some drill shit, but it was like innocent motherfuckers getting up out of there too. So that shit really affected me. Like it motivated me to like have a drive to like get the fuck out of Chicago for like do something different, do something better. And then me just, you know what I'm saying, I'm like, alright, wasn't nobody really on no clothes shit for real, like so I'm like, I'm finna do it this way. Like this my route, this my lane up out of here.
That's
So that motivated me for real. And then just seeing like I said, Chance, he came up. He not no drill rap, but he came up in that era, like in that drill 2012, 2013. Like that's when he took off too. So it's like seeing him like do it on a whole nother scales. Like that shit motivated me, and I just told we was both, you feel me, plotting on that shit even before it like really took off. So that was motivation too right there.
And how long you been here?
Yes, I went to school out here in Clark in 2013.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So
how was the Clark Atlanta experience for you?
that shit was cool. I ain't gonna lie, college, that shit done one of the best things that ever happened to me. Like, first of all, that shit was like a reason for me to get up out of Chicago, for real. And then just me being in Atlanta, that shit just opened my eyes, cause it's like that networking be crazy. Like, you finna put me around like 1,500 motherfuckers that's from all different parts of the motherfucking country. I'm finna go crazy. I'm finna, you feel me? Like, networking shit, cause you know they seeing your shit here, it's in one spot, then they gotta go back home and shit. So they wearing your shit and they homies, and you feel me? That shit cool. Like that shit really hard. You just gotta know how to work that shit. Yeah. You just gotta know how to work that shit. Hell yeah, you just gotta know how to work that shit. So that shit, one of the best things happened to me. I ain't gonna lie. Yeah.
It's your boy MD Uno live with the We Good podcast.
And it's Wise Guy Q, and you know we stay good, baby. And if you a pie head like me, then you need to listen up real quick. Finna tell you about something in these streets. We call it crack pies.
Home of the sweet potato pies. It's the crack for me.
Hey man, it ain't just sweet potato pie, it's sweet potato cheesecake pies, bro.
Yeah, man.
How they do that?
Man,
I don't know, man, but it's the official sponsor of the We Good podcast. Go to Crack Pies on all your social media networks. So if you got that sweet tooth, then we have your addiction, you know what I mean? So tell them what to do, Mook.
Go to www.crackpies.com, and that's crack with a K.
Or you can contact us at 1-833-89-CRACK with a K. You know what I mean? And don't forget, with your neighborhood dessert dealers, it's the crack for me.
It's the crack for me.
Get at 'em.
This crack shit that's got me, man. I don't got no control over it, man. Shit just be calling me, man. I just gotta go to it.
Where you begin like the inspiration and like the concepts behind your designs and shit, bro?
It depends. Like, I ain't gonna lie, I be thinking like like shit. Everybody can't relate to being rich, or everybody can't relate to being poor. But everybody be relating to like emotion and like feeling and shit like that. So I be trying to tap in on like my shit, like, feel me, like however I'm feeling, I try to put that shit. You know, clothes is an expression of how you feeling. You know what I'm saying? So I try to like really tap into that shit, like just relate to people, or just show how I'm feeling, and I know it's somebody else that feel the same way. You feel what I'm saying? Then I try to like, it could be that, or it could be like motivation. So it's like shit, even before I was lit or whatever, just was making a living off clothes. The name is Ricchezza, so it's just like I spoke that shit to you know what I'm saying? Existence. I manifested
wealth,
shit.
That mean wealth and
you feel me? In Italian.
You
actually went to Italy and shit.
Hell yeah.
Oh,
that shit. Nah, for real, I'm finna go back. I'm really finna go back and shit. Cause shout out Lil Mal, artist. He in Italy and shit like that. But he be fucking with the shit heavy. You know what I'm saying? Hell yeah. So he be wearing that shit out there and shit like that too. So I'm finna go back and show.
So they got like a Louis and a Gucci and shit on every corner and shit?
Man, that shit crazy out there. Like
our regular stuff.
Like, the bums be fresh as hell. Like, I'm like, damn, like, this is they go. Like, you might see them in some shit that you might then pop out in out here. So it's like, damn, like, alright, I see how y'all coming. But that shit motivated me too, though. Like, seeing that shit over there, how serious they take that shit. Like, they like that shit in their nature. Like, you know what I'm saying?
I have
like,
to put that on the bucket list.
Man, what? That shit different. It open your eyes up. Hell yeah. All the Europe, like that whole little shit over there. That shit really open your eyes up.
Well, what kept you motivated through like the early processes of starting your brand and shit?
Shit. Really, like, I had people already fucking with me, so it's just like I ain't finna. And then it's like when I press a button, I can't go back. Like it's up. Like you feel what I'm saying? I ain't finna do nothing. Go back regular. So it's just like if people already fucking with, I had a following this shit already. So it's like shit. I'm doing it for them. Like I'm doing it for me for sure, but I'm doing it for them. So
your followers,
they could keep. You know what I'm saying? They could stay fresh and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So that always motivated me and shit. Money, of course, like success, my like biggest motivation.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying?
You gotta get that bag.
For sure.
Yeah. So, like, what's one of your proudest moments in your career so far?
Shit. Damn, that's hard. I ain't gonna lie. I had a lot of proud moments though.
For sure.
I had a lot of, but one of my proudest moments is I did a pop up, my pop up for All Star Weekend. It was in Chicago. Like All Star was in Chicago. Then I did a pop up in Chicago. Gunna pushed up. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people pushed up. Shout out Gunna. You know what I'm saying? Polo G and shit. They pushed up, and that was just like a you know, a full circle moment. You know what I'm saying? So cause it's like this shit where I started from. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Right.
I never thought you know what I'm saying? That shit was lit. So it's like that was one of my proud moments. That was, I could say that's one of my proudest moments. And then just shit.
Just having celebrities promote your shit alone, though.
Yeah. Like just
that
getting
shit
that genuine
big.
love. Like that's what I'm saying. So many proud moments, you feel me? But it's just like that.
Like
Full, like that's a full one. Like, you know what I'm saying? They genuinely fuck with the shit and they win it because they fuck with it. They like it. They, you know what I'm saying? So it's like that's one for sure.
What you be doing around the city and shit? Like probably for in your spare time and shit.
Shopping.
Shopping.
Putting that shit on still.
Shopping.
You a Lennox shopper, Phipps shopper,
shit, whatever. It could be
boutique
Lennox.
shopper.
It could
So
be
you still rock other clothes too,
man. As long as that shit fire, that shit could come from motherfucking Urban Outfitters. That shit cool. I'm mixing that shit right in. I'm mixing that shit right in for sure.
Right.
Hell yeah.
Shit, so give us like a fun fact, man, that people might not know about you that you don't mind sharing with the audience or something.
A fun fact is shit. I be on that 2K. You get your ass bust on that 2K.
You gotta give me your PlayStation ID.
My shit. We
can put some money on it too.
Man,
4 to 5. I be on that Uno.
No, you get your ass bust on Uno too though.
On the 5, I be on that Uno. You better ask about me. You see what I'm saying? 106 times 10.
That Uno, I go crazy in that Uno too. I ain't gonna lie.
Mortal Kombat.
Yeah.
The motherfucking Street Fighter. I be on like the old school shit, the Street Fighter shit.
That Mortal Kombat, that was it though.
Yeah.
Who you use on the?
I actually like the newer characters like Jason and Freddy, but Milena. That's my go-to.
I know you gonna rock out with her.
Yeah, that's my go-to.
Yeah, it look like you kick somebody ass and that shit. There you go.
You can catch me on 2K and GTA.
For sure, my shit. I think my shit. Ricchezza
Street Fighter.
Ricchezza forever, but the 4 is the number 4.
Oh,
then it's ever. Hell yeah. Whenever you know what I'm saying.
You be on Twitch and shit.
Hell no.
Me neither. But I be seeing a lot of people doing that.
Yeah, no, that shit. You know, that shit the new shit. I was just talking about that. Like I was telling my homie like shit like TikTok and shit. Like back then when we was on MySpace, that shit was low key teaching motherfuckers like code and this shit. Like that shit was like, you know what I'm saying? Now TikTok, that shit
building the page.
Yeah, like we was doing that shit, but we ain't even know what the fuck we was doing.
I didn't even think about it like that.
But look, now TikTok, now that's teaching them to be like the new video editors and all that shit. Like they really raw as hell at that shit. Like,
nah, for real.
Hell yeah. Like, so that shit cool too though. Like, you know, I'm definitely want to tap in on all that.
I'm just not learning transitions on that shit.
Right, see, that's some real cameraman on bro. Like, that shit. Like
but
that's getting them right though.
I've never thought about that because we used to be on MySpace putting that shit together. Music
wallpaper
right here, the wallpaper right here, using different codes here and there.
Yeah,
like,
used to be learning that shit though.
For real.
Hell yeah, that shit hard. But hell yeah, fucking with the 2K and shit.
Alrighty, bro. That's what's cracking. Cause what's next for your brand, man? What we got coming up?
Shit. I'ma just, you know what I'm saying, stay consistent. Be dropping and shit like that. I'm doing like different. I'm gonna be doing like different shit, different events. You know what I'm saying? I got a lot of shit in store, like collabs. I'm doing more collabs. Like I ain't really did no collabs, none of like, you know what I'm saying, shit brands really supposed to do. I just been going out the strength, like just off me, just, you know what I'm saying, working. But
is any like New York fashion weeks, like long-term goals type shit, you know?
Yeah. I want to do Paris Fashion Week. Like, I want to do that shit for real.
Okay.
I'm going to do that shit soon. Hell yeah. Okay. I'm going to do that shit soon for sure.
Okay. Yeah. Have you thought about like doing a fashion show for yourself? You know, promoting your own shit.
I had got a lot of like little offers and shit to do, like to be in fashion shows, like my brand. But I'm gonna put something together where it's like I'm gonna host it or some shit, and then like I'm gonna have independent brands, cause I be wanting to get independent brands. They lighting shit too, cause it's like a lot of big brands like be biting off, like, and you feel me? Like I be seeing that shit, like, so I be like damn, but I be wanting to get them some type of, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Hell yeah.
So what's some of your favorite brands?
A Millie, that's really you feel me? If I ain't in Ricchezza, I'm rocking that shit.
For sure.
You feel me? Shit, other than that, like designer shit and shit. Or if I see some shit, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. I rock it. I just be, you know, locked in and shit.
I like different ass shit. Like, it don't even too much matter the name. I don't want nobody else with it on type shit. You get what I'm saying?
That'd be me. Like,
I'm like that.
Like, let me be the first to rock it, and then y'all could do it.
And then y'all can take off with it. Yeah.
I don't even care what happened after that, but hell yeah. That exclusive, you be like that exclusive shit for sure.
So what does the future of Ricchezza look like for you?
Shit.
What you think?
Shit, anything like
long time.
A long time. Like shit, the shit you see when you be in FIPS, like shit like that, like, you know what I'm saying, big shit, like
you gonna have like a higher brand and a lower middle class brand or something.
Yeah,
like that.
hell yeah, like just a higher end, and then still like on some streetwear shit to still, you know what I'm saying, touch the people that need to touch and shit like that. But if you want to go exclusive, like we was talking about, probably have some, like, you know what I'm saying, super exclusive shit like that. So yeah. Trying to, you know what I'm saying, level up all the way.
What do you think it take to be like a successful streetwear designer?
It take, you feel me, your vision gotta be hard, your designs gotta be hard, but it really just take networking, like just getting in the room with the motherfuckers you supposed to get in the room with, you know, the politics. Yeah, consistency for sure. That's, you know, that come with your designs and shit like that, your vision. Like consistency for sure, and like perfecting your craft, like, and building your following, like, you know what I'm saying, you want to have a ground, like a real, you know what I'm saying, build your following from the ground up, and just like try to perfect your craft and hone in on your niche, you know what I'm saying, because when you got that, you could do whatever.
Yeah, you started with your hats too, right?
Hell yeah, but my hats, it wasn't, they was like snapbacks, and I ain't never.
Did you design the hat you got on?
Nah, this my homie shit. This my homie
that motherfucker, I keep looking at that bitch like, that motherfucker is nasty. You gotta see it all the way around, Q. That motherfucker is hard. Like,
who designed that?
My homie Boki. Shout out Boki. He don't even make, he rap. His music hard though. Y'all gotta get him on here.
He did some shit.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah, see, and that's how that shit be. That's how the fire shit be.
You need to trademark them motherfuckers.
Yeah, them motherfuckers. These hard. I be making sure, like, I be putting that shit on. But this is my favorite hat. I ain't gonna lie. Yeah, this bitch hard. He need to make some more. I be on his ass. I be, man, look, I need a real one
for sure.
Yeah, hell yeah. Shout out, Bo.
Shout out. Yeah, man. Where everybody can find your merch at?
RicchezzaForever.com, RICCHEZZA forever the word.com. Instagram Ropa Ricch, Ropa.Rich, ROPA.RICCH. Instagram Ricchezza Forever. That's everything, bro.
Dope ass brand, y'all. Dope ass brand. I'm finna be in my shit. Finna be in my Ricchezza. Talking about.
For sure that.
Yeah, I mean, we gonna be all up in that thing. Gonna see y'all in the episode, like.
Man, what they gonna damn?
I'm telling you.
Yeah, I already know. We known for putting that shit on.
Hell yeah, no, for sure that. Hell yeah, no, it's all love.
Yeah, cause I might need to get with you on starting up my own little brand, man.
For sure.
See what's up with some shit on a collab or some shit.
Hell yeah.
Type
Hell yeah, let's make it big.
For sure, man. Tap in with you. Give some shout outs and shit.
Shit, shout out, shit, everybody who fucking with the brand. If you ever purchase something, you comment under the picture, you share the post, you like the post, you know what I'm saying? You put your homie on, you put your friend on, you bought something for your girl, you bought something for your nigga. Shout out to y'all.
For sure. For sure.
Yeah.
Give us some last words real quick before we get up out of here.
Shit, like, I don't know, like some advice or some shit, like shit to
something like that.
To a young designer, you know what I'm saying? Just be different. Like don't try to. It's cool to have like influences and shit and like get inspired by different people's shit, but like don't just copy that shit. Like you gotta make your own shit. You know what I'm saying? And stick with your own shit, and that shit gonna take you far. Cause motherfucker, at the end of the day, motherfuckers gonna fuck with you cause of what you got going on. So you know what I'm saying? Just keep catering to them people who fuck with you, who fuck with what you got going on, and that shit gonna spread. Like you know what I'm saying? With anything you do, practice that shit gonna get you better. So just keep doing that shit.
For sure. Oh, and by the way, man, while we on the fashion week, on the fashion tip, man, shout out the homie Beneficial.
You know, Southside guy, you get
shout
what
out
I'm
Beneficial.
saying? OT Mac, you get what I'm saying? Beneficial. If it ain't beneficial, it's artificial. Fuck you talking about? You already know it.
Already, man. Shout out the homies, cuz. She wore the right thing on the right week for y'all boys to plug y'all right on up in there.
You know.
You know what I mean? It's your boy, Wise Got Q, the mouth for the South.
And it's your girl 100, keeping it 100. You already know we good, baby.
Shout out Cool TV, shout out Dope Nation, you know what I mean?
Yeah, no.
Cool Telly, the first podcast
in
studio.
the world, Craig.
In the world, Craig. In the state of Georgia.
In the state of Georgia.
My boy Ropa Ricch.
You dig? Shout out y'all. Shout out y'all for having me. That shit was cool. Yeah. I fuck with what y'all got going on.
You love me hanging on camera, so I gotta let you know I can't. I've been having bloopers all day though, so it's all good.
You good.
I appreciate that shit.
You good, you know what I mean? We good. You already know. It's another blooper, man. They be entrusting me.
Yeah, you been having bloopers all day.
I've been having bloopers.
That's what motherfuckers want to see though. They want to see everything. They don't want to see no perfect shit.
Right.
They want to look, laugh at all that shit.
We gonna get a flick and a quick drop from you too.
Alright, say that.
You know what I mean? Yeah, man.